All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video, and yes, back with another unboxing. It has arrived, and I just got it in now. It's been out since about mid to late December. You've likely seen maybe more than a few unboxing videos on it. Get right into this and open this up. This is in a nice big box within a box kind of thing, so quite heavy. Yeah. Just get rid of that box there, and then take a look at this box inside. As I say, this came out in late November, mid to late November. Ordered it, and then the company that I ordered this through, initially I was going to go through Amazon, but then I found a better, slightly better price point with Universal Music, and ordered it through there. And the only issue of ordering through Universal Music, at least where I live, it does take a while for it to arrive, but it has now finally arrived. We are talking about the Beatles Anthology Collection. So this is it. Obviously, this is the big old vinyl version of this massive box set. And I really kind of went back and forth whether I was going to just get the Anthology 4, and initially when it came out, of course, or at least before the actual release date, they weren't necessarily going to release an Anthology 4. Thankfully, they've done that, which I think was the right thing to do. I have all of this, other than the new one, on CD, so I was thinking, you know, I was going to be ordering the box set, and then I thought, do I really want it on CD again when I do have the CD collection? And thankfully I was able to get this sort of cardboard wrap back in the day. Of course, this is the 3 CD set of the Anthology. Did I really want all these CDs again and a 4th one? Or I could have just ordered the 4th one and then had it separate from this, but then I don't own any of this on vinyl. I've never had the opportunity to have it on vinyl. It was pretty limited when it was initially released on vinyl. I see it now and again, but you know, I've never really had a chance to purchase any of the individual vinyl copies from the mid-90s. So when they released this, and yes, it's, you know, the price point, or the price on this is just wow. But it's a lot of vinyl, shall we say. So we are going to open this up, and we are going to take a look inside. And I've seen certainly a lot of videos on the CD version of this, and a few on the vinyl, but not a lot. So I'm wondering if, at least through the VC, if a lot of folks haven't actually done any ordering of the vinyl. Okay, let's take the shrink off. No hype stickers or anything like that. And I noticed, at least on some of the videos, some folks thinking that, boy, this was a very pedestrian sort of cover for it. But as you can see, it is a slipcase, so that comes right off. And then you have all of the tracks listed on the back here as part of the slipcase that comes off. We're going to take that off and just put that to the side here. So now we have the vinyl set, and it's in that sort of a style. The collection. And the Anthology Collection, this set includes 3 groundbreaking Anthology albums from the mid-90s, remastered in 2025 by Giles Martin, plus a new compilation, Anthology 4, containing 191 tracks. This collection, studio outtakes, live performances, broadcasts, and demos reveal the musical development of the Beatles from 1958 to the final stage, now and then released in 2023. Anthology 4 features 13 previously unreleased tracks and 17 songs selected from super deluxe versions of 5 classic albums. In addition to fascinating outtakes dating from 63 to 69, the album includes 2025 mixes by Jeff Lynne of Free as a Bird and Real Love, using newly upgraded audio. Furthermore, Anthology 4 presents 26 tracks that have never been previously released on vinyl. Whew. So there you go. That's what that all looks like. Oh, okay. And if we can, as best we can. Oh, let's take this out. And this one, because I've ordered through Universal, does contain an extra little goodie in terms of the glossy photos. And I'm not sure if I've seen these presented or not, so we're gonna, so it comes in this nice little folder here. And then I kind of went with ordering through Universal Music because the Amazon one did not include these, and then at the time the Universal one, the price was a little less on Universal with these as well, so I decided to kind of go with that. There's nothing on the back of these or any description. Certainly, I've really always enjoyed this photo of the Beatles. Let's go back to that one, like that. Okay. Obviously in no particular order. Okay, so that's very nice to have with these. Very nice indeed. Okay, now let's take a look at the albums. And then it's folds G4. Excuse me, right off the top. So let's go back and look at, boy, it's wild to see these on vinyl. I've never seen these on vinyl. Again, of course, used to the nifty little CD box set. Like that. And then like that, and these are all 3 album sets as I recall, and they kind of open up like this. Like that and like that. And I like it. It's kind of a completely different way on the vinyl versions of presenting it. With the CD remasters, they really went with the exact same booklets. Okay, let's take a look at the vinyl. Okay, a nice... Are these polyline sleeves? Yeah, just, I don't know if they are just barely polylined, I think. It's not, yeah, it's hard to say. Maybe they are just straight paper sleeves. Okay, oops. No, they are polylined, sorry. Yes, they are, my mistake. Yes, they are polylined, but usually you can tell right off the top, but boy, it just kind of, not easy to tell. I guess I could have seen through there. Okay. And this is going to be obviously the look through all of them with that type of labeling. Straight black vinyl, obviously, for a massive set like this. Okay, there's record 1. And yeah, I just thought in terms of with the trifold, very interesting way to present everything. Even though it is vinyl, you know, the writing for this is pretty small, but you can still make it out pretty good here. Okay, let's take a look at in the middle here. Don't think I'll need to take these out for each one, so we're talking, and then they're labeling it side 3 and 4, that sort of thing. See sleeve for details. Often like you would see in the CD issues. Yeah, because they're not putting the track listing, obviously, on the C sleeve for details. And it's interesting, you know, hearing some of the comments, how often people say that they don't listen to the first one so much because this is, you know, again, the original or sort of the early Beatles. Certainly also with Pete Best, and I always thought it was, you know, I love this, you know, this sort of mural or this montage kind of thing, but I always felt poor Pete gets kind of cut off for Ringo there, and then, but thankfully they do feature Pete Best over here. But I always thought that was, like, I get what they're doing with everything, but I just thought, oh my gosh, to cover up Pete Best with Ringo there. Oh dear. Okay, so let's. Oh, I didn't even look at the third album, and these pop up sort of in the middle here, which is interesting. There, sort of for the trifold here. Okay, we have that, and I'll push that over to one side. Okay, let's take a look at the second one, which is absolutely terrific. It was interesting, though, in the first one that they did a lot of sort of spoken word in between the tracks, and then they did not do that for the second and third volume, which I think in the first one they did it maybe a little bit too much, and the way they kind of did it over top of some tracks, which I wasn't necessarily a fan of. But again, I think, you know, it's a great overview of the Beatles. You know, certainly at 95, 96, if I've got my years right, when we first heard this, was absolutely amazing to listen to. And certainly this is a great set as well. Like that and like that. And yeah, there's no color difference in any of the labeling from record to record sort of thing. So I don't know if I necessarily need to show you the other two records on that one. But I'm certainly going to enjoy listening to this through just to make sure, yeah, the records are there. And it all looks good. Yeah, see sleeve for details. And there's really a nice gloss on these albums, jackets as well. You have that and that, like there. And then we'll move on to the third. And what was initially the final set. And it says just number 3 on each of them. Side 1, side 2, see sleeve for details, that sort of thing. All right, let's move on. Hopefully I haven't gone too fast with showing these records. That. Maybe I'll just review disc 2 as well. Get a few of the picks there. And then again, discs 1. Oops, making a mess here. Put that over there. Beatle early days, and I won't be able to hold them up to show you the sort of montage very well, because I don't want to drop anything. But there you have kind of a close facsimile. Have I got them going the right way? No, I don't. Probably. No, I don't even have them going the right way. Let's try that one more time. Oh my goodness. There you go. Close facsimile. All right, I'll put that over there. And now the Beatles Anthology 4. There was a lot of discussion of what should have been on the cover of this. I don't know if they really had any other option, unless going something completely different and just to show the whole thing again. Some had thought that they should have added on to this. I don't know what they would have added on necessarily. And it would be kind of a shame to add on to this when this is such a perfect little sort of mural, if you will. So I don't know if they had necessarily had a lot of options. Now, interesting that this does have a price code. I don't know, for all that the Beatles Anthology 4 was not going to be issued separately, although it does have a price code that would have indicated that maybe that was part of the plan, just saying. And so there you have the track listing for the Beatles Anthology 4. And very nice that they've also put the remixes of Free as a Bird and Real Love. I do like the remix of Free as a Bird, having John's vocals a lot more clear. And there's some of the newer pictures there. And then interesting that now and then, that initially they'd put that on the Beatles, when they reissued the Red and Blue album, that they'd put just Now and Then on the Blue album, not Real Love or Free as a Bird, but now we have this all together on this. And then last but not least, Beatles Anthology 4 on these 3 records. And that's in there. Oops, and that is in there. Okay, as I say, super happy to get this, and yes, wow, in terms of the cost or the price point on this, my goodness, I don't know, but it was one of those things of being a Beatles fan, So cool to have this reissued once again on vinyl with a full extra album, the Beatles Anthology 4. Options where they could have gone with CD, or then options if I should have maybe just gone with the one on Anthology 4 rather than getting everything again. But very nice to have this all on vinyl, and certainly ordering through Universal Music in this particular case. And I think if you order through the Beatles website as well, which is not as easy living in Canada sort of thing, that you get these very nice little added photos in this nice little sleeve as well. Okay, well, that is going to do it for this one. Again, thanks so much, and we'll chat again soon. Hopefully everybody's okay. Again, you can post your comments. Happy to see what you think of the Anthology series. Did you get it on CD or vinyl? Are you thinking about it, maybe going with Anthology 4, or what you think about it overall? You can post in the comments, and we'll continue the conversation. Take care. Bye-bye.